Welcome back, everybody. This is Sandra with Trading Made Simple, and tonight we're going to talk about the continuation of the squeeze. So, how can we add a scan to our favorite watch list of the squeeze with multiple time frames so we can identify an edge in the market where we can see a stock that's consolidating, where we can pick a direction and hopefully capitalize on that as much as possible? So tonight we're going to talk about that. If you haven't seen my last video on the introduction of the squeeze, please go back and watch that one first. Please like, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification button so you know when my next video is coming out. And you know I always have videos coming out. So let's get to it. So what you want to do basically is first, before I ever put out a video, I always do research to see, how relevant is the information that I'm going to be sharing with you. And so when I did my analysis on what was out there today, I was actually pretty surprised. And it's probably because I think I actually purchased this scan, and it might be proprietary, but I don't know. But it is so accurate compared to the information that's already out there. So just consider yourself lucky. I don't just give out info that is bogus. And I'm going to show you right now. So this is how we're going to put this on here. Instead of going to scan and then going to watch list and doing that whole thing, I'm just going to get right to the business. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go to our watch list, which is right over here on this little border. And if you don't already have a watch list, you can just go up to any of these gear shifts and say switch gear shift, watch list. You can hit right here and then pick a watch list. If you don't have a watch list, you can pick one from the public folders. I can tell you that one of my favorite public folder watch lists is the market maker. It's funny, I see it, but I can never get to it. There it is. The market maker moves stocks. This is a public watch list that I love. And the reason is because I typically do options. I buy and sell options, typically sell. And when I do that, I like the more liquid items that you can get in and out of quickly and that have high volume to them so that you can do that. And so these are those stocks. So one of the reasons I like this watch list. So let's get to it. So if I was to make my watch list larger, the gear shift doesn't get any larger. So what I want to do is go to the gear shift. And when you do that, you can customize it. And when you go down here and you hit the drop-down menu, you can see custom quotes. And as you do that, you should see about 13 folders that say custom quotes. If you've never used this before, then you can just pick one of those and start fresh. But as you can see, I use mine quite a bit. So I'm just going to pick one that I already have. And if you're experienced and you've used yours, don't despair. Because once you pick one of these scrolls, it'll give you the language that you have. And you just cut it and delete it. You then go right up here and you name it what you want it, the daily squeeze as an example. And make sure your time frame matches your description. You're going to go to the Think Script editor. I'm going to include the Think Script in the description below so that you can do a cut and paste in your own watch list. So you're just going to do Command V for Max. And now we have the language in there. We're going to hit apply and OK. So don't worry, we didn't delete any of your other scrolls that you had. It's still there. So now I have the daily squeeze. I'm going to add it to my watch list. I'm going to click it and move it up. I'm going to make it number 1. and now it's here. So now, as I have this here, of course I want to make this a little larger, and I almost got close. No, I can't do it. I wanted to separate this column right here, but it's giving me a hard time, but it's okay. You can see where it says fired long, squeeze, squeeze. Okay. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to put the red on top. And why is that? Well, I know that the green excites you, but if you go to the green, and by the way, you link up your chart with your watch list with this little guy and this little icon with that little icon matching, you can easily check your charts. So as you can see for Apple, yeah, it had a squeeze, but it was a long time ago, like too long ago, like right there long ago, Monday. Too long. Google, Friday, Monday, Amazon, Amazon. Keep going back. Oh, right there. I saw it right there. Right. Here's Amazon. Monday, 2 o'clock. Facebook. You get my drift? Oh, Facebook just fired. Oh, look at that nice bar. The point being is that you really want to be in the squeeze during this period of time because the options are super dirt cheap. So by the time this thing fires, man, your options are so, your profit is exponential because of that huge movement. So as I show you this, you'll get why I want you to put the red on top. Oh, there we go. So now you can see where it says squeeze 3. So this actually has a 1, is it right? Yeah, just squeezed, but it has actually, oh, I'm on a 4-hour, hence my issue here. Make sure you have your chart on the right. All right, so it says 3, and there's 3. 3, 2, 2. It had fired. It looks like it was 3 and then fired and then 2. HD 2. So what was that one Facebook I said jokingly? So you could see that it actually fired on a day time frame. It fired back in November 30th it fired. So TSM 11, 10, 11, like right on. And this is why this one, if you check all the scripts that those other people give you, they're just not as accurate as this. So this is 14, like seriously, 17. Man. This thing is very, very accurate, or I would not share it. And so if it wasn't accurate, I just wouldn't put it on my chart, because if it's not telling me the truth on this end of it, then there might be some other glitches or errors in it that I just don't want to follow, right? So you're really trying to utilize these indicators for how accurate they are. So that's my challenge. And so as you can see, each one of these are identifying with a squeeze that has not shot off yet, and that is the point. And you can see the common denominator mostly in these are the semiconductors right now. So just something to take in consideration. So please bypass the short ones as well as the long fires. They fired a long time ago. I know that they're green and yellow, but it's the red ones that you want to pay attention to, analyze those charts, and then make a decision. Now, if you want to see if they're on multiple time frames, then what you want to do is easily just go to that gear shift and start making columns for all of these. So we have a day time frame as an example. So let's just, let me put custom in here. And then let me put something up here. I'm going to delete. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to say 4-hour squeeze. Make sure that's on a 4-hour. go down here. You're going to just do a cut and paste of the language that I give you for this. Apply and OK, and then move it over and move it up. So it's next to it. You could just really just go to another one, delete, go here, delete. You can delete. Put 1 hour. Right here, go 1 hour. Come over to language. Apply. Okay. Move it on over. Move it up. All right. So you can see how easy that is. And now, if you leave it on your, of course, that's easy. Okay. So now you can actually see, and you can move this over a little bit if that helps you visualize just a little bit better. But really we're wanting to match up the 1 day, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour, right, to a squeeze that's already happening. And you can see that there are no consecutive squeezes. There's no multi-frame squeezes on the 1, 4, and daily. Now, could you check on a smaller time frame like the 15, the 30, something like that? Yes, you can, and you can set those up in your watch list if you wanted to, so that it can help you to identify those stocks that are in multi-time time frames that are squeezing to help you pick out your best choices to make your best trades. I hope this helps you. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always here to help, and we'll see you on the next video. Hi, this is Sandra with Trading Made Simple, and I hope you liked today's video. My email address is in the description below. Email me if you have any questions on option strategies or training, Thinkorswim tools, or automation. We'll get you up and running in no time at all. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.